Our research showed that organizations that exhibit resilience really considered the connections between the different parts of the system in which they operate. And what I mean by that is that they paid attention to five things, or what we call the five capitals. So they pay attention to their impact on the natural capital, human capital, social capital, built capital, including critical infrastructure, and financial capital. And a real understanding from a systems perspective that the systems in which they operate are made up of those five elements, but also their impact as an organization can be on those five different areas. And what I think this did for those organizations is that it really makes resilience part of the social contract. It's part of how they improve well-being. It's how they improve their reputation and their brand and the trust in the organization, how they deliver against operational needs and demands, how they are financially stable, and also looking longer term ahead, their impact on the environment and how they are combating things like climate change.
Yeah, and I think, David, thinking about resilience in the context of those five capitals and building resilience against those five capitals is, again, a really great point in the report, and the connection to the social contract. I mean, I've always said the way an organization gets hit is usually it's either a financial shock, it's an operational disruption, or it's a reputational issue. So those are three of the five capitals already, but extending it into the other areas creates that social contract as well, into environment and social. And I think it's a really strong feature of the report. And I hope that, senior executives really look at that and take that on board.
Yeah, I agree, Rick. And I think one other thing to mention here is that we really, in organizations, we really need to be looking at these five capitals and the impact on those five capitals across different time horizons. And often we think about the immediate impact of our actions, or maybe even the medium-term impact. But I think we also need to be looking at the longer term. And if we're only making those decisions that are maybe in focusing on short-term profitability, shareholder value, and not the longer-term value that the organization has and its impact on society, then again, I don't think we're building resilience for the future.
Yeah, I agree. And those five capitals reinforce each other. It's not just that there are connected impacts, but the capitals themselves are connected. So if you're only resilient in two of them, then it will expose you overall, because the impacts usually go across in the end. That over time, the impacts will hit all five capitals. And I think you illustrate that well in the report.